Oh, what should we do? Should we take them? Should we not take them? We could try and like be really hardcore about it. Not use the shotgun? Nah, I'm kidding. I'm really not that hardcore. I would like to do stuff like that, you know, when people do like a knife only run, but I feel like that's so tedious. I mean, I love a good challenge, but uh, I don't know. I guess I'm never going to be one of those guys. One day, maybe, but yeah, I've never really bothered to attempt to finish a knife only run. Like I've started them, you know, just to see how far I could get, but then I don't know. Yeah, I think you got to be much smarter about how you play, and I think as I've already proven, I am not a very smart player. So, anyways, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Resident Evil. No, wait, I want to equip this. There we go. Okay. So we're good. I kind of took something of a little break just because I used like the whatever the hell the headphones are called, the PS4 or PlayStation headphones, those blue ones. They look kind of weird. They were on sale on Black Friday like last year, so I bought them. And I think they're really cool, but they kind of press against your head, and to me they just smash my ears and they end up hurting after a while. I've heard other people say that they're super comfortable. It's like, wow, I don't know, maybe I have a fucking giant head or something like width wise, like I have a wide fucking head, I guess. I don't think I do, but for whatever reason I wear those PlayStation headphones and they fucking hurt. So I'm using some other headphones. The only thing is that those PlayStation headphones, I can keep them nice and quiet. And usually when I'm playing, huh, right. I heard the other zombie. I can hear him really hardcore on my right headphone. Are you back over here? Crazy zombie? No. Dude, where are you? Oh, you're down there. Well, how far down here are you? Yes! Revenge, motherfucker. Alright. Um, and then I should burn this guy right away. Anyways, yeah, so usually when I'm recording, I like to use those PlayStation headphones because I can keep them really quiet, and I kind of don't want the game audio from the headphones to be picked up on the microphone. And then I also like to try and keep the button the button clicky sounds as silent as possible too, because otherwise it's all like you just hear a lot of that stuff. But sometimes I don't know. I don't feel like recording in that particular. I don't have like a desk is my problem. It's like I could get a desk, but like a lot of desks that are like cheap or what I would consider cheap, they're kind of like I want to call them ugly. They're not really ugly. It's just that they're like I don't know. They look old fashioned, I guess, is what I would say. Um, I don't know. Like I feel like if you were to look at it and you'd be like, what did you just steal this desk from like some fucking library or something? You know, like I don't know. So I never like the way that they look. And I can't bring myself to spend the money to buy like a nice, cool new desk or one of those crazy like transforming desks that you can like stand up while you work and shit. I don't really like to buy furniture. And when I do buy furniture, it's it's primarily something that I find like really cheap. Like it's on some crazy sale or it's like some garage sale thing. Like if you've seen like my other videos and there's this couch in the background, well, this couch that I have in my room, um, it was only $60. And then I also have this like kind of brown, ugly recliner that you might have seen in other videos if you've watched my random like vlog type videos. And that was free. So I don't like to spend money on that sort of stuff. I'd be the kind of person where like, yeah, I'll just my whole decor would all be like milk crates if left up to me. So yeah. So the way that I record stuff is I just gonna have everything set up on my windowsill. And I do have like I don't know. Oh, I won't. Let's not talk about it. One day though, I'll buy all this cool stuff. But like I made this stand for my mic out of a coat hanger, so that'll just give you some idea of how ghetto my setup can be. Okay, so now I think what I want to do is I probably should have dropped some of this stuff off. That's probably what I should have done. Oh, fuck it. What else do we need? We got the mask from the birds. We got the mask from the sexy tentacles. Where else is there a mask? There's a mask from the snake. And then there's that goofy night puzzle. I guess I should head over that way. Oh, I'm really making a mess of things. I should have filled the canteen up. Well, whatever. Maybe I'll get lucky. We'll get a headshot. Come on, I know you're coming. Come on. One's definitely getting closer. There you are. Oh no, that's just close enough. Oh shit! You son of a bitch. Ah, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, well, at least we burned that other guy. I don't want to accidentally burn a headless corpse. So I think if I leave and come back, that guy will just disappear and the other guy will still be there. I think. Pretty sure that's how it works. You know, I don't know if I brought this up when I was playing as Chris. I feel like maybe I wouldn't have since I was Chris, but in Jill's bio, she's like she can defuse bombs. Like apparently that's a skill that she has. And I don't think she does that in any of the Resident Evil games ever. But I mean, it was something that they wrote, right? Like when they first created the character Jill Valentine, they decided she was like the breaking and entering specialist. I think it's the novels that decided that it was like, yeah, her dad was like a famous cat burglar and she followed in his footsteps. And then he was like, no, don't be a thief like me. Become a special forces girl or something. I don't know. Something like that. Still need this armor key for one more thing. What am I forgetting? Oh, something over here, right? Well, yeah, I think it's only the novels that come up with that little scenario. Oh, we got a note. I left you some bullets in the room on the right. Feel free to use them if you manage to get yourself in trouble. Barry. Even though when they left the mansion, they had all these walkie-talkies and stuff, according to the novels. Jill had like a duffel bag full of stuff, but they left it. They left it on the helicopter with Brad. But you think the moment you landed and got out, you would take all that shit. Okay, don't think I need this. I don't think I need that. We're gonna keep that. Oh, this is gonna bug me. Sorry, I know this is not fun for anybody. I have to do this sort of thing. There we go. Okay. Pick that up. Man, what would Jill do without Barry, huh? I can't remember if they made a Barry figure. I want to say that yeah, they did. They should have. All right, we're back in business. Let's just check out this room here. And then after this, we'll go and we'll get that grenade launcher. Red herb. I really like this song. There was a really, really, really fucking cool song that plays when you're on the second floor, and they took it out. These footprints look like they're headed straight through the bed. I swear, my whole life, it's like, then look under the bed. Looks like someone took something and then left in a hurry. Because I want to say that this is like some secret room, and that underneath this is like the passage or something. And like this is where Wesker goes. And he just like underneath the bed is a secret passage, and that's how he gets to that little room with the cameras with William Birkin where they're watching Rebecca in Resident Evil 0. Whoops, keep doing that. Did we examine the herbs? Green herb, an herb that grows wild in this region. Pink ribbon. Huh. To be used with a typewriter. Interesting. I don't think I ever bothered to examine that. I'm not even really sure why I'm examining everything. I just felt like when I played as Chris, because because I played this game before, I just sort of like ran through it without really investigating it. There's a large scratch in this wall. It doesn't look like the work of those rotten freaks. I wonder what it was then. Will you take the red herb? No, not examine that. Examine this. Red herb. An herb that grows wild in this region. Oh, okay, I thought maybe it would say something else. Let's see if we get ourselves a little berry cutscene. Calm down, man.
Jill.
Barry, I didn't mean to get you that excited.
Right. Anyway, you should read this.
Researcher's will. A letter is slipped inside. The top part of the letter is torn off. The rest of the letter is legible. Alma, I have tried to survive only to see you again, but my efforts only delayed the inevitable. I am infected, and there's no cure for what will follow. Except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them. My love for you. In an hour I'll have entered my eternal sleep, where there is peace. Please understand, please know that I am sorry. Martin Crackhorn.
What do you make of it?
Well, I guess we were right about this mansion being quite unnatural.
You have a way with understatements.
Where's the part that's torn off?
Well, my only guess is that it was the most important part and somebody didn't want anyone to see it. Let's continue our investigation.
So I think what we would all surmise is that it is Barry who tore off the rest of that letter. Because if you come in here as Chris, you can read the whole fucking thing. And I think that's where you can start putting stuff together, like maybe Wesker's a bad guy. An unlocked case. It's full of various biological reports. I don't think I have the space to do all the stuff I need to do in here, right? We'll have to come right back. Yeah, so my guess is that Barry's the one that kind of sabotaged that file. See, the thing is, I played Resident Evil 2 first because I never had a PlayStation 1. So I got Resident Evil 2 on N64. And so I didn't play Resident Evil 1, but, you know, starting with Resident Evil 2, I became a huge Resident Evil fan. And then I read the first novel. And after reading the novel's really good, but it also kind of works as like a walkthrough. So I didn't play the original Resident Evil on my own, like as like my own shit. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like I played the original. I played Resident Evil Director's Cut, but I played it like at other people's houses, and so it was just like something I played for an hour or two, you know, and then that was it. Like I never owned the game back then, so it wasn't until the remake for GameCube that I finally got. Oops, where am I going? So yeah, it wasn't until the remake that I finally got to play this game for myself. But by then I had already read the book. I had a friend, and he was leaving town. He was gonna move away because well, I won't get into the reasons why he moved away, but he was gonna move away, and so we hung out for like one last time, right? Like one last night, and I borrowed a White Stripes album. It was like their first album, and then. Will you take the lure of a bee? A collection of insect specimens. There's a switch underneath. Press it. No. So I borrowed that, and I borrowed the first book. So I went home and I read it all night, and then the next morning before he left, he came and picked up his stuff, and we said goodbye. Will you take the bee specimen? Assorted fishing lures. Anyways, the funny thing is, I just ran into that friend. He was in town. It's just crazy because I haven't seen him in 10 years. So this past week has been kind of odd catching up. Just in that it's like I had to think about, I guess, the kind of person I am now. The water tank smells like something once lived in there. Perhaps someone was using it to raise some kind of creature. It was like I had to think of who I am as an adult, and then I had to remember who I was in who I was in high school the last time I saw him, and then the kind of person I was in middle school when we were best friends. So it's been kind of weird. It's been this really tripped out kind of nostalgic thing. If in one of the earlier episodes where I said I felt like playing Resident Evil because I was watching a fuck ton of X-Men animated series cartoons, and Catherine Dishard is the voice of Jill Valentine and Jean Grey. The reason I was watching all of those episodes was because when me and my friend were best friends in middle school was all about X-Men. There was nothing but X-Men for me at that time. I was so fucking in love with that cartoon. And anyway, since he just kind of showed up after 10 years, I just like, I don't know, I started thinking about the kind of kid I was, and that just got me into the mood for X-Men, and then that led to being in the mood for Resident Evil. It's a lure shaped like a bee. There's no hook on it. It's a hook for fishing. It's a giant bee specimen for mounting. It's well preserved. Gross. Anyways, yeah, so because of him, I had read the books first, and then I played this game. So when I played this game, I went into it already knowing that Wesker was a traitor. Okay, there we go. And then let's put that there. Did we examine any of this other stuff? An unlocked case is full of various biological reports. The container is full of dead bugs. What about this stuff? There's a white lab coat hung up here. It smells vaguely like a medicine cabinet. A collection of insect specimens. There's a switch underneath. Press it. Come on. Don't freak out, Jill. Will you take the wind crest? Yes. Oh, you fucking stung me, you fucking bee. Whoops. Examine wind crest. There's an icon depicting wind. I guess so. I mean, once you tell me that, yeah, that's wind, it's like, okay, sure. But otherwise, I'd be like, oh, we got the crest of a fucking earlobe. I got the earlobe crest. Anyways, part of me does wish I could go back in time and play this game from the beginning. And then I wonder if I would be like, oh my gosh. You know, for the big fucking reveal. Although I feel like you would have been able to piece it together if you read the files. I think that I have a pretty good, I don't know what you call it. I have a pretty good eye or something like that. Something like that. For stories, like whenever there's foreshadowing, I usually tend to catch on pretty quick. I'm not trying to brag about myself or anything like that. I just think that over time that's happened. You know, watching movies, and anytime I watch something that's supposed to have like a twist or whatever, or play games that are supposed to have a twist, whether it's like BioShock or Until Dawn, I usually kind of figure it out like way before it happens. And part of me feels like semi sort of proud of myself for that shit, but at the same time, part of me is kind of like, I never get to feel surprised or whatever, usually. And I feel like if you do end up getting surprised, I think, whatever that story is, it means so much more to you, because it really got you, whatever its twist was. So, I don't know. Anyways, I still don't understand how you're supposed to figure this puzzle out. There's something in this depression, but the grate is in the way and you can't reach it. So, like, you have these pictures here, and one's red, and another one's red, and one's blue, and another one's blue, and I'm not exactly sure if they're supposed to represent anything. And then you have these knights here. I mean, maybe it's right in my fucking face, and I'm just too fucking dumb to figure it out. That is definitely a very real possibility. But I feel like other than, like, experimenting or something, I'm not sure what you were supposed to do. Beyond just, like, trial and error. It's like, no, well, that was wrong. You do the first one, then you do this one. No, that wasn't right either. Do the first one, and then you cross. Yeah, there we go. All right. Like I said, forgot all the puzzles. Woe to those who disturb my sleep. There's a switch here. Press it. Yes. A mysterious box. Will you take the jewelry box? The jewelry box of mystery? Yes, we will. Let's get the fuck out of here. Examine. Jewelry box. There's a switch. Will you press it? No, but I think yes. The design of the sun and the moon on the plate, it says, sunshine will awaken me. Okay. Yes? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. There we go. There was a mask inside. Death mask. It's a mask without eyes, nose, or a mouth. Alright, cool. So we got that mask. We're going to go put it with the other masks, and then we're going to... Do I have what it fucking takes to... Ah, shit. Alright, I'm going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we're going to go get that grenade launcher, and then we're going to go ahead and fight Jan. And that'll be the plan for the next episode. So... once again, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next super exciting action-packed episode as we're going to fight 2 mini bosses.